You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, in case you do not realize this, Time Magazine released a 100 most influential people in the world. All right, now for full disclosure, Caitlin Clark made the 100 or whatever it was, 100 top athletes in the world, United States, whatever their award was. That was the one where the Mystics owner, I believe her name was Sheila Johnson, went on CNN and signaled that every WNBA player in the league should have been on the cover. I mean, stick a fork directly in your eye. I mean, honestly, IQ points just rattled around and then dripped straight out of our heads because we all got dumber in hearing that. Well, there is controversy going on right now, and I wondered this myself yesterday. But here we are. Caitlin Clark was not on that list. Now, let me understand this, okay? Caitlin Clark exploded ratings in a league that was dormant. And yes, that league was dormant. The WNBA was dormant. It was the closest year they had to an actual profit in I don't know how long. Their ratings were so large, it led them to land a huge media rights contract. So increased ratings, increased gate revenue. Do you know how many teams put out a statement last year saying after a Caitlin Clark game, they had made the most money at that game of any game they've ever had off ticket prices? Why? Because people were willing to pay more for tickets. And of course, never mind the fact that every arena that she played in was sold out. Every single one. WNBA draft just happened. They lost half of their ratings because she was not coming out. She wasn't in it. The dumb WNBA didn't even have her there to do some kind of commentary or analysis. Believe it or not, people would have tuned in just to see that. So anyway, Caitlin Clark did not make this list, and a lot of people noticed it, including Colin Cowherd. And we'll get to his statements in a minute. But this is the setup. Caitlin Clark was not included on Time Magazine's list of the 100 most influential people of 2025, which released on Wednesday. Clark was left off the list despite the fact that the publication named her its Athlete of the Year for 2024. Now, to give you some perspective, Napheesa Collier and Breanna Stewart made this list. Why? Because of the unrivaled. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Simone Biles, Jalen Hurts, France's Olympic gold medalist swimmer Leon Marchand, and Serena Williams all made the list. Why did Serena make it this year? What did she do last year to receive that status? Question mark? Inquiring minds want to know. So anyway, nonetheless, everybody, and trust me, we will get to said nuclear backlash on her not making this list in a momento. Colin Cowherd made these statements on his radio show, and he does a segment called Where Colin Was Right, Where Colin Was Wrong. This is where Colin was right.
Hurts is one of a handful of athletes to make this year's list, and he was put in the, quote, icons category. Others included Simone Biles, Serena Williams, Breanna Stewart, Napheesa Collier. Colin, what makes someone worthy of a times 100
How is
list?
Caitlin Clark not in this?
That's a joke.
I mean, the fact that
Paige Becker should be in this.
Caitlin Clark took the WNBA and they set all-time ratings records.
Mm-hmm.
If Caitlin Clark's not in this, the list is nonsense. Who did the list? Time Magazine?
Yeah.
And there's no Caitlin Clark?
No, I don't think so.
That's idiotic. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Where Colin was right. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. She influenced, think about this, 3.5 times as many people to tune into these games that she played in versus everybody else in the league. 3.5 times. She got a dude like me from Texas to check out the WNBA. That in itself is a minor miracle. I mean, honestly. So, a lot of reaction to this. A lot of reaction. Time athlete of the year, but doesn't make the cut of 100 most influential. But Stewie does, laugh out loud. I mean, here's a little history. Brittany Griner made this list in 2023. For what? Being in a Russian prison? I mean, what are we doing here? That's crazy as hell. What has Serena Williams done in 2024? There we go. To merit being on the list over Caitlin Clark. Breonna Stewart and Nafisa Collier both included for their unrivaled league, which lost money and had poor ratings. The ratings were abysmal in this league, folks. In that unrivaled league, let's not get confused. They celebrated a league that got 180,000 viewers a game. I mean, honestly, come on. It's wild how there seems to be an intentional push to keep her off these lists. It is a fact. All right. I was talking to CDS Podcast on the Twitter just yesterday, and I said, make no mistake, some of this is about politics. All right. So, and I'm talking about the new fans' politics coming into their league. And the media knows that. All right? Time Magazine knows that. Where Colin was right. Absolutely. Yet Blake Lively makes the list. What? A rare Cowherd W. Yeah, Jordan Schultz is, in fact, a Nepo baby. That's a thing. When he's not trying to kick Ian Rappaport's ass in a Starbucks. Is that where that happened? In a Starbucks. It's crazy as hell. I mean, honestly. Quote, why wouldn't they just put the whole WNBA on that cover? Said the WNBA League of the Year. Sheila is slowly getting her way. Wow. I've never seen Cowherd be as right as much as he is right about Caitlin Clark. How about this one? This is keeping it real. They hate straight white people. That's the truth. Boom. I mean, that, you heard what I just said. A lot of this is political. That's a thing, folks. That's a thing. I mean, put Caitlin Clark in the top 10 on that list. Honestly, she's the biggest deal athlete we've seen since Tiger Woods. You know what? That's going to be and we could keep going, trust me, folks. But that's the one that we're going to wrap on because they're right. Caitlin Clark has done for women's basketball what Tiger Woods did for golf. And one could say, to a certain extent, Caitlin Clark has actually risen basketball in general. Okay? The NBA certainly hasn't risen anything. It's been her singular. I mean, that young lady is extremely powerful in what it is she has literally done for not only women's sports, but sports. They don't like to hear those two words together. Women's sports. I mean, this is the same league that's trying to get Joanna Man to come in and play. I mean, for crying out loud. But you get the point. And Time Magazine knows that kind of thing. And I'm willing to bet you she was talked about when they did this list. And Time Magazine, and this is just speculation, but that's what I'm here for, is to speculate. Do you think Time Magazine said, look at how the WNBA and their owners and players reacted to her making the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year award? Let's not put her on this list. Would that shock you if they purposely blacklisted her off this list? It wouldn't shock me a bit. Again, speculation, but they saw that CNN interview with that Mystics owner and all that drama that surrounded that, left her off the list. Cowherd's right. Everybody's right about this. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.